Good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful morning, and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22, the French Plains. And here we are in front of our two fields. We have a third field just down the road. If you're new, I'll just show you where we are on the map. Let's just get to it. We are in the north of the map. We have 66 here, 69 here, and 72 here. And today, what we have to do, because we harvested on this field yesterday, we're just about to begin precision farming once again on this field. We've already begun precision farming on this field here. No, not this field here. This field here, 72. And this is in an advanced state of precision farming. You'll see we have an expected yield of, well, it just said 98%, 98 to 100%. I'm absolutely not sure why it's not 100%. We've done everything, I think, properly, but we'll start again on this field. But before we begin, I have been ignoring the animals for a couple of days now, so I just want to check on them to make sure they're okay. So I will go down to animals here. We have some 50 Holstein cows, and they have hay. Yeah, they have plenty of hay at the moment. We have to be careful about that. We do have a couple of grass fields. Let's just have a look at the sheeps. I like saying sheep. And they're fine. They have loads of grass. But you will see, actually, if we look at the map, our farm is just here. This field here and this field here, and these are both grass fields, and they're both ready to harvest at the moment. So after we've dealt with field 66, this field, we'll make some hay. So, but the first thing we need to do is get into this tractor, our class Arian 650, and you'll see on the back we have the Isarius Scout. Now I'm going to use this to analyse the field all over. I mean, you can see that we can, where's the field? Here it is. We can purchase the soil information if we press Y, but that costs 8,952, and we'll save a lot of money by doing it ourselves. So that's what I'm going to do. So what I will do is unfold it, lower it, and then, no, actually I won't lower it just yet. I'll get onto the field. You'll see in the bottom left hand corner we have a circle that shows us where, well, which bit of the field is going to be analysed. So I'll go by that. I will do this in a fast forward because this takes a while to do. So starting now, I will fast forward it and I'll see you when we get to the end. Okay, well, these should be the last two prods that we have to do on this field. And this, to me, is an amazing piece of kit. So I really like this kit. And the most amazing thing is that it's actually a real-life thing, this is Isarius Scouts. And I should have put up a link to a video of it actually in action, in real life. I think it's fantastic. I think, you know, all the machines in Farming Simulator are real. They wouldn't be in the game otherwise. But to me, they're still science fiction and fantastic. So what we need to do now, I think, let me just put the help menu on. Send soil sample for analysis. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Now the next thing I want to do is to put slurry all over this field, and I'll tell you why. Let's just have a look at the codex for precision farming. Let's find a bit about nitrogen. Right, here we are. So slurry or manure will increase the nitrogen level by a fixed value depending on the soil type. Recommended to do this before preparing the field for the next sowing. So that says to me you need to put slurry down before you do anything else, cultivate or whatever. There's no ploughing allowed in precision farming, but before we cultivate or do anything else, we need to put slurry down. So we'll put a bed of slurry down as soon as this gets analysed. Well, in order not to wait for the analysis to come through, I'm going to go immediately to the shop to get a slurry spreader, and we need to get the right one. So I'll make my way there, and I'll see you when I get over there. When we get back, hopefully the field will have been analysed. Okay, so here we are at the shop. So we need to take the Azaria Scout back, so I'll just leave it in this trigger, drop it off, and we need to hire a slurry spreader. So I'll turn the engine off and I'll just return this. Yeah. And so the slurry spreader we need. Now before I hire that, let's just have a look in the codex. Okay, here it is. So manure nitrogen sensor. So liquid manure is never homogeneous, so we need to be able to analyze the slurry coming out of the spreader and to put the right amount in the right places. So we need the manure sensing system from John Deere. You can see it here. Each slurry tanker in the game now has the option to install the manure sensing system from John Deere. So that's something that we need. So let's go to our slurry spreaders, and I know the one I want. It's 95,000 euros to buy. It's this Flegel. So we'll rent this, and we will put on it the John Deere manure sensing system. Yes, we'll detect the nitrogen in your manure. So let's lease that. 5,400. Okay. And let's get back in our class, and I will drive our noisy tractor through this tiny French village again. I hope they don't mind. And I'll see you when we get back to the field, when we will begin slurry spreading. And also, I'm not sure if the field's been analysed yet. I think it probably has. Anyway, I'll see you when we get back to the field. Okay, so here we are back at the field, and you may have noticed a couple of things, one of which is I have changed the tractor because our class tractor only has 180 horsepower. It is not powerful enough. Well, it can pull this slurry spreader, but this massive Ferguson will do the job better. I think it's got 255 horsepower. Now, also, you might notice we have what I call a poop point because last time we spread slurry it was a bit of a nightmare actually, because we didn't have enough slurry. We have cows and they do have some slurry in the tank, but not enough. So this poop point, a French farmer just put this in for me very kindly. Well, it wasn't kindly, I did pay 1,000 euros for it, but now we can come here and we can fill up. It will cost us money, but it's just convenient. So I will fill up right now and show you what I mean. Okay, so it cost us 539 euros to fill up the slurry spreader. I've realised that I haven't even looked at the analysis for the field yet, so should we do that now? Let's do that now. It's best to do it in this section here. We've clicked on the field already, so it tells us total earnings of 29,349. I don't quite understand that, but anyway, so we're looking at field 69 here. So pH, nitrogen. Now nitrogen is pretty bad. It's in the red. So we need to do a spread of slurry to raise it up a bit. But we can't raise it finally until we have sown our seed in there, which is going to be oat. So let's get on with it anyway. So let's unfold the spreader. And I'll do another fast forward on this. I'll put some music to it. Unfortunately, it won't be Queen or anything like that. But I'll see you after it's done, and wish me luck. Okay, so we're just about at the end of, excuse me, just about at the end of fertilising this field for the first time with slurry. Got 3% left in the tank, so I might as well try and do the missed bits. Let's just see. It's a bit of a bumpy field, so there are a few missed bits. Let's see if we can get them. Now, I was just thinking as I was doing this this job that on our other field we have like a 98% forecasted yield. Now, there's one thing I haven't done on the other field, our other precision farming field, which is rolling. And to me, I think of rolling as something being alien to precision farming, because if you look at where it says about weeding in the codex for precision farming, it says something about mechanical weeders. Don't use mechanical weeders because they compact the soil. Now, if mechanical weeders compact the soil, I'm sure rolling compacts the soil, and that's why I didn't want to do it, because of sort of warning bells about the mechanical weeders. But I will, as an experiment. I don't know if I can get these bits actually, it's too bumpy here. Let's just give it one last go going the other way. I'm a bit OCD about missed bits, so what was I saying? I've lost my train of thought now, but we will try as an experiment to roll this field. I think that's all I can do. So yeah, because I'm just concerned that we're not going to get to 100% on our first field. Okay, that's all the missed bits done, apart from that bit over there I can't get to it, so that'll have to do. So let's fold this up. We have to take it back, but let's first of all stand on the field and see what it says about nitrogen, which is what we've just added to the field. We've just added nitrogen to the field in the slurry. So it says perfect. If we look here at nitrogen on field 69, well, it says okay here and sort of very good down the bottom. Green is very good, obviously. So, by the way, I want to sow oat on this field, and I just need to find out if I can do it at the moment. Let's have a look. Oat. Planting season November. We'll just be in time to plant. So let's get the lime done, and then we can plant or get a seeder for putting oat down. Okay, so I've just upgraded my lime spreader, which has cost a little bit of money, and it's absolutely chock full of lime. Now you might be asking yourself, Kev, why are you spreading lime all over this field? What does that mean? Well, we've analysed the field. If I stand on it, you can see two things at the bottom of precision farming: pH value and nitrogen. Nitrogen is perfect. But nitrogen should only be perfect after you've planted and you spread another layer of fertiliser on, like mineral fertiliser. But anyway, pH is not perfect at the moment. It's okay, as you can see there. So adding lime makes the chemical balance, the pH of the field, well, perfect, because this lime spreader will automatically balance the lime that comes out of it to the field. So there's an even spread of lime, or lime is put in the correct amounts all over the field. But there's no guidance in the in the codex for precision farming about when to do liming. So I like to do it before everything's planted. So that's what I'm going to do. So let me just jump in the tractor, unfold, and as I'm going along, I also want to explain something else. Here we go. So now we're going to put oats in this field, and I'll tell you why we're going to put oats in this field. We have two other fields, and in one there's wheat, and in the other one there's barley, and we can make flour out of both of those things in the grain mill. Now I wanted to put sunflowers in this field, but everything I make I want to turn into a production, and to make sunflowers into production I need to have, I think it's called the oil mill or something, but that's another 80,000. So I'd rather have something I can put in an already existing production, which will be the grain mill, which we'll put down for the wheat and the barley. Are you following all this? I hope I've explained that correctly. So we've got wheat, barley, and now oats to go in here, and we've only got today to plant it. So I'm going to put this on the fast forward, and to break things up after I've done the liming, I'll be doing some wanton destruction, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so we're obviously at the end of the liming. This has taken a lot less lime than I thought it would do. Normally, on a field like this, you'd be going back and forth to the shop or whatever to collect lime, but it did say that the lime was okay on this field already. But let's have a look. Let's stand on it and see. pH value, bad. 6,000 of 6,000. I don't know why that is. pH value should be corrected by spreading lime all over the place. Nitrogen is perfect. Let's have a look at the nitrogen map for 69. So pH, yeah, here we are. pH, we should have a score. The score is only 49. I wonder why. So pH is pretty good over the field. Nitrogen is okay, but will be corrected when we put our final layer of fertilizer down. Okay, alright, fine. pH, well, I don't understand it, but the final thing we have to do on this field is to plant or seed oats, which I will do in a bit. The first thing I'll do is take this back to the farm, and then we'll get down to our production in the south, and we will carry out some wanton destruction, and I'll show you what I mean when we get there. See you in a bit. Okay, I noticed something when I was off the field just now. As I was leaving the field, let's just turn things off here. Look, if I look in the help menu, it's a control right at the top, deactivate automatic application rate. But after I just limed the field, I couldn't help but notice it was on this, activate automatic application rate. So there wasn't an automatic application rate on the field, it was just spreading lime evenly all over the field, which is not correct. So I had to re-lime the field. I've just about had enough lime, and Let's have a look. Activate. I'll put it back on activate. It was not on activate. That was the problem. So now if I stand on the field, the pH value is perfect. Okay, I'll just pop this back in here. Switch it off, and then we'll take a little trip south down here where we've bought this piece of land here, and we have this production on there. Let's go there now. In fact, we have lots of sugar here to sell, which is good. So we'll do that later. But what I wanted to show you was when we bought this land, we also bought, you can see on the little map down the bottom, 188 and 189. If I can, I'll just jump over here. So 188 and 189. So we've actually got soybeans ready to harvest in here, which I didn't know. So we could do that. And we've also got another little field here, 189, which is cotton, which is withered, which is fine. I didn't expect anything. But also we've got these trees. And I don't want these trees here. What I want to do is create a big field incorporating this field 188 and this one over here 189 and this little piece of land in the middle, so we can cultivate, but we need to get rid of these trees first, and I'm going to cut a few down to make sure I can. So the first thing I need to do is to get a chainsaw. Now where are chainsaws? Here they are. Chainsaws. Let's get a red one. That's fine. Now it's been a while since I've chopped a tree down, so let me just see if I can still do it. But I think I've got it now, so let's crouch, go over here and chop. Okay, I'll just do one more tree. I mean, the reason for me doing this is to clear all this ground and to cultivate it, get rid of the stumps, and to make this whole thing into one big field. And what I want to do with this field is a vineyard. I would like to have. Sorry about the flicker, by the way. These trees are flickering a little bit. So I would like to have a vineyard here. It's going to cost a little bit of money. And we can't plant until March anyway, so it gives us a bit of time to save up and get a vineyard going and to make lovely French wine, because I would like to have a production to make wine. I do have a mod for it. I'll just do, if I can, one more tree. And then we'll get back because we have to plant oats and we haven't got much time left to do it. So we'll do this tree and we'll shave it, and then we will get back immediately. So okay, all done. Right, let's get back immediately because we need to go and... what should we use? We'll use the Massey Ferguson. Yeah, we'll go and get a... let's have a look now. The one we used before, I want to use the same one. It was a cedar, it was a Watterstadt. I think that's how you pronounce it. I want to use that one because it cultivates at the same time. This one, I think? Yeah, 8 meters. Yes, it's this one, the Watterstadt. So we will rent that. It's quite expensive, but we'll have to rent it. And we'll go and pick it up. And as usual, I'll see you when we get to the field and we're ready to start. Okay, we're just coming to the field. Sorry about the flickering trees. There's not much I can do about it really, but anyway, we're losing the light a little bit today, so I need to get started. I'll just unfold this. I have to make sure we put oat in here, and you will see that we have a variable seed rate. So when we seed with this, it will put in the correct amount of seed in each area of the field. So let's just see how this field is made up. It's made up of sandy loam and loam. So that's pretty good. They're sort of fertile earths. If it was silty clay, that would be difficult. But anyway, let's get started because we're losing the light. I don't want to be doing this in the dark. So make sure we've got oats, lower the cedar, turn on cedar, and I will do a headland and then go up and down, probably something like that. But I'll do this in a fast forward and put it to music. Unfortunately, like I said last time, not Queen or ELO or anything like that, but something French. Well, here's our final bit, and we managed to do it in the dark, and we got oats into the field just in time before the end of November, and I'm kind of relieved about that. What I'm not relieved about is having to drive back to the farm or anything to put my seeds back there before I return this machine, because it's there's no lamps here or anything like that. So but anyway, thanks for joining me this time. Let's just turn things off and fold them up, and then we can leave. But thanks for joining me this time. I think we'll have plenty to do in the next episode. We have to fertilise this field again and probably weed it, and we have to cut the grass, and we have to, well, there's all sorts of things to do. So anyway, please like and subscribe, and join me next time if you can. Thanks very much for joining me today. Take care and see you soon. Bye for now.